savage.
As head of security for the Reach, I must insist no masks be worn at this summit.
Simply because you insist is no guarantee.
Manta, if you wouldn't mind. After all, we are among friends.
We are so in over our heads.
Shh. Satisfied?
Excellent. Then with these formalities out of the way,
Let us begin.
and the rest of the light? Won't they be joining us?
Our more public members are occupied, conducting damage control to mitigate your recent defeats.
And in any case, we are sufficient.
Fine. I know you called this summit, but the Reach has come with grievances against the Light. Please explain how the young Earth champions were allowed access to the Bialyan Scarab Temple under your control.
If I may respond.
No, you may not. Manta, keep your whelp meat silent.
Beetle, your insolence grows progressively less charming.
My friends, I think we can all agree that in recent days, no one has done more, sacrificed more, for both the Light and the Reach than Calderon. That is why he was entrusted with security for this summit, and why he's entitled to a voice here.
Of course. He may speak.
Thank you, Ambassador. We acknowledge your concerns over the actions of my former team. But you must acknowledge that the Light could not have known the significance of the temple, or that ancient Earth magic could overcome Reach technology to free Blue Beetle and Green Beetle from your thrall. If the Reach had been more forthcoming about how long ago their scarab was sent to infiltrate Earth with a Beetle warrior, the Light might have made the connection to the temple, and certainly would have provided better security for it.
I told you I wanted to study how Blue Beetle's scarab had crashed prior to putting it back on mode. If you had followed my advice, we would have known about the temple and... apologies. I spoke out of turn.
No, my dear. You were quite correct to call your master's tactics into question. The Light has provided everything the Reach required, and you aliens have let it all slip away.
I don't believe this is a productive direction for our discussion.
No? Your public approval ratings are at a record low, as are sales of the Reach drink, which you had hoped would enslave the populace.
You allowed the young heroes you kidnapped to be rescued by the very teenagers whose metagenes you enhanced.
After allowing their escape as well.
Worst of all, Blue Beetle and Green Beetle have slipped from your grasp and fallen into the hands of the enemy, the Justice League.
Rest assured, both beetles will soon return to the fold. In fact, Black Beetle has been summoned to Earth from his post, guarding access to the key chamber on the War World.
To kill Blue and Green.
So that their scarabs may be reset and installed upon new host bodies that will forever be slaves to the Reach.
So do not question us on that score, or any other. Remember, the Earth is now the property of the Reach. And per our original agreement, the Light is merely our favored agents amongst the humans.
Show the proper respect, or suffer the consequences.
No agreement exists that makes a slave of Black Manta.
No agreement exists that guarantees the life of Black Manta.
Manta guarantees that himself.
It seems we have a standoff.
No, we don't.
Apologies, Great One.
None necessary, child. You have my... thanks.
Enough! We are allies, not enemies. Any conflict between us only benefits our true opponents, the Justice League and their sidekicks.
Calderon is quite correct.
Agreed. We must not allow petty disagreements to drive a wedge between us. Gratitude, Calderon. Stand down, warrior.
Ambassador!
Stand down!
should we not be concerned that Superman, Batman, the Lanterns, and the rest will soon return to Earth and once again sway public opinion to their side?
Superman and those accused with him will never leave Rimbor. The attack we forced them to make on that world, plus a few well-placed bribes, has guaranteed their convictions.
And the Green Lanterns are forbidden by Guardian Treaty from returning to Earth, now that we've convinced UN Secretary Sang to welcome us here. As for public opinion, I wouldn't be concerned. Though the tide has turned to a certain degree, it will be a simple matter to build on the foundation of half-truths we have already used to discredit the League in order to discredit them again.
Great one?
Artemis.
I don't understand. I thought Artemis was dead.
So did we all. But it seems Tigress is Artemis.
This is a glamour charm, created, I'd wager, by Zatanna or Dr. Fate to hide Artemis's true identity.
But Calderon killed Artemis. If she lives, and in disguise as his lieutenant, then that means...
That means Aqualad duped them all, including his own father.
Kill them both.
No! You will not kill my son!
He's right. The light takes care of its own.
Calder, it's too late, Father. I have already won.
If you are watching this, then your summit is truly over. The Light and the Reach deserve each other. Both sides play at being partners. But the Reach believes the Light to be their naive tools of conquest, when in fact, the Light has manipulated the Reach from day one.
Shut this off.
How?
It was the Light that brought Earth to the Reach's attention by sending the Justice League to Rimbor. The Light set their trap, and the Reach snapped at the bait, fulfilling the Light's desire to thrust our world into the galactic spotlight, part of their perverse survival of the fittest scheme for the planet, which they believe will transform the Earth and the Light into the eventual rulers of the Milky Way. Though the Light made a deal to help the Reach take Earth, they have also sabotaged the Reach's efforts. They kept the enhanced metateens out of the Reach's hands. They added a neutralizing agent to the Reach's drink, so Earth's population would not become servile. They turned public opinion against the Reach, and they intentionally allowed the team access to the Scarab Temple to cleanse Blue and Green Beetle. So you see, any agenda either side imagined they shared was not but a carefully crafted illusion. I trust I have shattered that illusion, as well as whatever remains of this sorry alliance. Good night.
Calder, what have you done?
He has in death done more to damage my plans than any living creature has wrought in 50,000 years. I'd be impressed if I wasn't so.
You Earthlings are a pestilence and a plague! You dare sabotage us, dare betray us! Have you forgotten who controls the war world? The Light is fortunate we do not carve up your planet as we speak!
That would indeed impress, as I have the war world's crystal key.
That is all I needed to know. Calder, you're alive. Yes.
If you would. And I always heard the Great One was such a gentleman.
Impossible. Deathstroke killed you both.
Just for a little while. After all, I wouldn't want to do any permanent damage.
To my best friends. Not when a little misdirection and Hollywood special effects will do instead.
For we value our true friends, and unlike you, we are not short on them.
Hey there, Vandy! You miss me?
Well played. Well planned. But the Light always has contingencies. I've had my fill of your interference. do not expect to survive. Kill them all. Superboy may present a problem, but we'll deal with him when the other children lie bleeding on the ground.
Still, you refer to us as children. No wonder our successes mount. You consistently underestimate us.
It is true. The Light has always underestimated these young heroes, but no more. It is time.
Cowardly me!
No! Nabbit has the right idea. This battle is pointless. Do not resist. The heroes have no jurisdiction here.
Meaning every piece of meat on the Light is a coward. Master! Such is the fate of all meat.
I have you, Master. Ubu will keep you safe. The Master will be resurrected.
I so want to kiss you now. Or maybe kill you for putting us through all this.
Hold that thought. You can decide later, when we're alone.
I cannot comprehend this betrayal, Captain. How could you? I admit to being conflicted, Father. I have seen your noble side, but you left me no choice. As long as you waste your gifts on villainy, I will stand against you. It seems I have been too permissive. Clearly, boy, you require discipline.
Thank you, Lagan.
Hey there, KF, what you doing? Same old, driving the bad guys nuts. Nice look, by the way. You think? Yeah, though, honestly, I always figured you'd wind up in something with a little more yellow and red. Seriously? Hey, once this whole invasion thing's over, Artemis and I are going back into retirement. Someone needs to carry on the family tradition. Dude, that is so Crash! You watch, I'll make you proud. I'll start with the brain. What? Oh, right! Ta-da!
Ignorant boy, this is not a world, a universe in which a free man can afford to be salt. I will teach you to be ruthless, Calderon, even if I must beat that lesson into your skull!
I believe that was fairly ruthless, Father. I hope it made you proud.
Warrior!
We must flee!
Pathetic. Look at where your machinations have left us.
Free me at once! That is an order!
Your numerous failures render all orders moot. Under Article 16 of the Reach Planetary Acquisition Code, I officially declare you unfit to lead this delegation.
No. No!
You might still be of some use.
Gratitude.
I had hoped to end this tonight, but Savage escaped with Clarion, as did Black Beetle and the Reach's head scientist. Luther and Queen Bee never showed, and even Ra's al Ghul will no doubt.
Are you kidding me? Calder, you won!
Won? Dude, you triumphed!
You've crippled the Reach and literally broken the light in half. Even took down Deathstroke before the summit. And since we holographically recorded the entire deal, we'll be able to use the bad guys' own words against them to clear the Justice League.
What was that? I'm still just so glad you're alive, and that Alcalad's not a traitor. No more faking anyone's death for at least a year, okay?
Seconded.
Agreed.
Calder, this has been a good night. Maybe the best we've had since the three of us first took off for Cadmus 5+ years ago.
Come on, enjoy the moment, my friend. You've earned it.
Was that a boom tube?
Savage!
I am now officially returning command of the team back to you.
Congratulations, Calderon.
This is unnecessary. You have done brilliant work leading the team under the most trying of circumstances.
Which is exactly why I'm thrilled to have this particular monkey off my back. Job's all yours, pal. The War World's been activated. It's leaving Earth's orbit, heading out into space. Is that good news or bad?
Secretary General Tsang has just completed an emergency session of the United Nations. Captain Adam presented new evidence that proves the Reach is not the benevolent friend of Earth the aliens have portrayed themselves to be. In fact, their goal seems to have been conquest all along. After a unanimous vote, Secretary Tsang officially rescinded the Reach's invitation to stay on our world and demanded they leave immediately.
The Green Lantern Corps will soon be on their way.
The War World has left orbit, I assume under the command of Savage.
Then the entire summit was merely a ploy to remove me from my post guarding the key chamber. Fine. The meek can have their way. The Reach will leave this world.
But won't that leave behind evidence of our tampering with this planet in violation of our treaty with the Guardians of the Universe?
No. Not after we destroy the Earth.